Ishan Kishan. He says today he was asked to open and he readily accepted that because that's a position he's familiar with. But when asked whether he will be asked to open in the future, he said, no, not really. I'm happy wherever the team asks me to bat. Middle order seems to be the position where the team has told him he'll be batting. And he made it very clear that he's even happy batting at that number 5, 6, 4, wherever the team asks him to do. Sunny Gavaskar still live with us. Let's talk about Ishan Kishan. The tournament, before this tournament started, for Ishan Kishan, we did not know whether he is going to be a certainty in the Indian playing 11. There was a lot of talk of Shreyas Iyer coming back, KL Rahul coming back. Is it fair to conclude now at the end of the Asia Cup that come the World Cup and when you sit down to make your 11, Ishan Kishan makes it there?
Definitely. Also because it gives you a left-handed option in the middle. India doesn't have a left-handed option at in the batting order. If you look at the top 4 batters, they're all right-handers. Then after that, at number 6 is another right-hander, Hardik Pandya. So having Ishan Kishan at number 5 as a left-hander does make a lot of sense. And this is the beauty of being an opening bat. An opening bat can, also slot himself down in the middle order. It's not easy the other way around, where the middle order batter is not. It's not easy for them to open the batting. But I think Ishan Kishan has showed, particularly with the way he kept his composure, the way he handled pressure against Pakistan and got those 80-odd runs. That actually shows that it's not just somebody who likes to go out and have play his shots freely, but somebody who applies his mind, reads the situation and plays accordingly. He showed admirable patience against the Pakistanis at the start when the Pakistani bowlers were on top. He made sure that the danger was seen away with Hardik Pandya, and then he started to play shots. So that is really a very, very encouraging sign, because for somebody as young as him to show the kind of temperament that he did in that particular game means that he has a bright future ahead of him.
Right, that's an interesting point there by Mr. Gavaskar, because we all knew that he had gears number 5 and 6. It was gear 2 and 3, and whether he's comfortable in gear number 2 and 3, that was the question which he kind of answered in that game versus Pakistan, as Mr. Gavaskar is also pointing out. Alongside Ishan Kishan, the whole debate was KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan as things stand right now. Both of them are part of the Indian 11. Saima, quite an honest confession there from Rahul, saying that he was a bit worried when he was making his comeback, understandably so, after a long injury break. He was coming in, he wasn't certain of a spot in the playing 11. In fact, wouldn't have played had it not been for that injury to KL Rahul. Gets his chance, but fair to say he should not be worried anymore with the performances that he's given, not just with the bat, but even as a wicket keeper. He is the KL Rahul that you were waiting for so long, who would be your wicketkeeper batter in the World Cup. He's shown that he can still be that despite this injury break that he's had.
But before I answer that question, I just want to say how sweet it was to see him answer exactly like, somebody who he admires so much, Rahul Dravid. Rahul answering like Rahul Dravid. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, we did, that adding that yeah, like Rahul Dravid does in every time he answers questions, he puts in that yeah in between. So it was so sweet, because just like Rahul Dravid also tucks his chin in front of his left shoulder to make sure that the eye line is right when he's facing a ball. KL Rahul also does that, to make sure that his eye, the head and the eye line is right facing the ball. And now he's doing what his mentor, if I might call him that, the way he speaks. But no, I think now coming back to the cricketing question, yes, very, very good to see him fit. Look, we all knew what his quality is. I mean, he's proven it over such a long time. The only question mark would have been about his fitness. And in that century against Pakistan, he showed his fitness, because it was not just a question of playing a long innings, it was running between the wickets. And who are you running with? Probably the fastest runner in the game, between 22 yards. You're running with Virat Kohli. And he did that so well. And then later on came and kept wickets for a major part. I know Ishan Kishan kept wickets for the first few overs, while Rahul would have had a little bit of a rub down, maybe a quick shower, and then came out to field, and he kept wickets. So that actually 100% proves his fitness. And for me, I think the most important thing was the self-belief that he showed in that particular century innings. Often, I've always said, and I said about him way back in 2016 or 17, that he's going to be the next big thing in Indian cricket. If he hasn't, it is he himself has to be blamed, because I don't think he actually realizes how good a player he is. Sometimes when he's batting or sometimes when he's on the field, he gives the impression that he's not very, confident about himself. And sometimes that could be the self-deprecating, thing that Bangaloreans have. Look at all the Bangalore, superstar cricketers. The Chandrasekhars, the Vishwanaths, the Kumbles, Prakash Padukone. Look at them. They are all self-deprecating, self-effacing cricketers. But on the field, you want that confidence to come through, and we saw that confidence in that century innings. And he's going to play like that every time. He does occasionally play like that in the IPL, but now to see him bat the way that he did was absolutely wonderful. And he now gives so much bulk to the middle order. He, Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, that 4, 5, and 6,
Right.
the top three are absolutely unbelievable. But these 4, 5, and 6, supposing a couple of early wickets go, you have an opener like Rahul to face the new ball at number 4, 5. I think this is turning out to be a very, very good Indian team.
Right, Saibai, talking about those humble, gentle Bangalore sports people that you were talking about, there was one at the ground today. I caught a glimpse of him. We had Roger Binney here, the BCCI president. He was sitting in the stands as well. But let's now turn our attention to the highlights. Sorry, Saibai, you wanted to say something?
No. Again, when sometimes in a program like this, you tend to miss out on the odd name. Of course, Roger Michael Humphrey Binney, another very, very, humble champion.
Yes.